So we've established that the default audience perception in the Western world is a straight, white, male dude guy. So any writer that uses that archetype for their protagonist is obviously a homophobic, racist, sexist pig, right? Well, I mean, probably not. The likelihood is pretty low. There's plenty of reasons why writers are uncomfortable writing non-mainstream characters, and they aren't all evil.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
One of the main reasons why is probably bad advice. A lot of writers have fallen for the terrible old adage that you should write what you know. For most aspiring writers, that means writing from an homogeneous and really vanilla point of view. There's a whole video to be made on why write what you know is really bad advice, but for now just trust me, writing what you know should only be applied to high concept ideas like love, loyalty, conflict, loss, and pain, not race, sex, gender, etc. One of the other main reasons that you might hear authors say is that it just doesn't fit with the narrative they're trying to tell. Next week I'm going to do a whole video about the specifics of how narrative folds into diversity, but for now just know this. Narrative is king, of course. If it doesn't make sense for your narrative to include a diverse range of characters and conflicts, then forcing them is a bad idea. People can sniff tokenism from a mile off, and they hate it. I hate it. Tokenism is the polar opposite of diversity. However, the legitimate reasons for being undiverse within your narrative are surprisingly low. There's not many valid reasons you can exclude diverse characters from your work that don't basically boil down to, I just don't want them there. Like I said, next week I'll go into this further. For now, just understand that you need to examine really carefully why your narrative can't accommodate these characters. If they seem silly to you, they'll seem doubly silly to everyone else. Just be careful. Writers might also be afraid that they're going to get it wrong. Dear writers, we all share the same neurosis. I know you're afraid of doing it wrong. I know you're worried that someone is going to level the accusation of tokenism, or you're going to violate one of the rules that I've been talking about, and that it's just going to be better all round if you stick to what you're good at. We're fragile creatures, after all, and we couldn't bear offending anyone that we're genuinely trying to get along with. But that in itself just isn't good enough. It's not good enough to say I was afraid to do the right thing, so I stuck with something I knew was kind of wrong, but it's turned out to be ultimately safer. Look, it doesn't score you any points, not with me or the people who know about this sort of thing. I know it's daunting, I know it's a lot of work, and I know you're genuinely not trying to annoy anyone, but I beg you, please be brave. It'll be worth it. We live in a world full of books and the internet. There are a million perspectives available at the touch of a button. If you want to find out what life is like for somebody who belongs to a social group other than yours, a YouTube link is only one search away. The resources are there. You can do it if you put your mind to it. The only thing that's really standing in your way is you. So look, ask yourself, are you really scared that you won't do the concept justice? Or is it just that you can't be bothered to do the concept justice? Look, be honest with your answer and don't let fear get in the way. Don't let apathy do the same thing. You're better than that. Write what you don't know. I dare you.